Planned economy and market economy are not good things. Xiefeng. In today's world, economic models are primarily divided into two types, planned economy and market economy. However, neither of these models represents a civilized economic system. Instead, they are primitive and barbaric economic models. The drawbacks of a planned economy. Planning in an office fails to accurately capture the rapid changes in the market, making it impossible to create practical and feasible plans. Planned economy fosters bureaucracy, opportunism, and corruption. Planned economy involves a distribution mechanism. But who establishes this mechanism? Who implements the distribution? Unless a sage formulates and executes the distribution mechanism, anyone with power over resource allocation will inevitably engage in corruption and embezzlement. It suppresses individual initiative and creativity, preventing people from fully utilizing their talents and resources, and failing to achieve the ideal of maximizing human potential and resource efficiency. Planned economy effectively deprives ordinary people of their freedom to live while nurturing a group of selfish and self-serving officials. It leads to an increasingly bloated and complex government bureaucracy, escalating government expenditures and imposing a heavier burden on the people. Production costs under a planned economy continuously rise, resource waste becomes more severe, the variety of goods in the market diminishes, and data falsification becomes increasingly rampant. A planned economy cannot resolve conflicts with the global market economy, often resulting in isolationism, restrictions on citizens' travel abroad, and the blocking of foreign information. This pushes society toward extremism, ignorance, and opposition to external forces. In short, a planned economy inevitably leads to poverty and backwardness. The drawbacks of a market economy. It causes polarization, with the rich becoming richer and the poor becoming poorer. Brutal competition leads to reckless resource exploitation, ignoring the survival of future generations and accelerating ecological deterioration. To prevent monopolies, laws and regulations become increasingly detailed and numerous, reducing individual freedom. This also leads to an expansion of government bureaucracy and increasingly onerous taxation. The driving force behind the efficient operation of a market economy is money. When money becomes the central pursuit, legal disputes increase, human connections weaken, and relationships become purely transactional. Profit overrides morality, leaving no room for warmth and compassion. The market economy is an ever-expanding abyss of demand, akin to a balloon being endlessly inflated. The inevitable bursting of the balloon leads to cyclical economic depressions, resulting in mass unemployment and forcing some people into homelessness. While the market economy fosters talent, economic growth, and an abundance of wealth and goods, it also causes people to forget the original purpose of life. They become trapped in an inescapable vortex of fierce competition, driven by insatiable greed for material conditions, which increasingly corrupts human nature. In a market economy, people survive by their abilities. Consequently, those with lower innate intelligence are marginalized. Welfare systems may allow them to scrape by, but their dignity is entirely lost. The market economy runs counter to the ideal of a harmonious world. It resembles the African savanna, a jungle where survival depends on brutal struggles. Essentially, the market economy is an animalistic jungle economy. The market economy brings prosperity, material abundance, and national strength. However, it pursues private gain rather than justice, personal and national interests rather than the welfare of all humanity, and conflict with nature rather than harmony with it. In short, the market economy destroys the natural ecosystem and will ultimately lead to human extinction. The alternative, holographic economy. Human development cannot rely on either the planned economy or the market economy. Instead, it should adopt the economic system of the heavenly kingdom, the holographic economy. The holographic economy is the true direction for the development of a civilized human economy. December 17, 2024.